Alright,
Hello,
episode
guys.
episode number 20. Welcome to The Modern Farmer. I still love the name. I don't know about you guys. Every single time I say it, I think I love it. Welcome back for another ravishing episode on what we do on a day-to-day basis, because we're a couple of farmers.
Not drinking wine today, we're drinking coffee.
I'm happy that we're in the morning, breaking that cycle of getting drunk in the nighttime and talking about BS.
That was fun. I bought 3 bottles of wine.
I know, that one wine, that weird kind of bottle with the California one, the Conundrum, that was good wine.
I bought 3 bottles of wine for the podcast.
Oh, you still have them somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh, you bought 3 bottles of wine to put in the next podcast, but we never did it.
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
I went into the Everything Wine store and I asked them, give me 3 bottles of wine that each have a story, so I can talk about them for 5 minutes. And they bought me 3 bottles of wine.
Does it each have a story?
Yes.
Do you want to talk about the story right now?
No. We don't have the wine. There's no point in talking about the story.
Save it for another day. That's so true.
Yeah, no, we were behind on sales. So the last 2 days I've been doing sales. And then now I'm working on production. So I gotta fulfill those sales.
How's your just in time?
Just in time?
Yeah.
JIT?
Yeah.
It's decent. You gotta call the stores at the right time to get the just in time. If the wine sells out, you have to have the wine back on the shelf just in time.
That's what I'm talking about. I remember learning about just in time inventory inside university.
It's not always relevant.
I know, but I remember learning. But I think I think just in time, what I usually refer to it as is my memory, because I don't keep a lot of stuff in my memory that this is just how my brain works. That is irrelevant to the day-to-day functions. Most of the stuff that I keep is like things that I have to keep reminding myself over and over again of what I need to do. Obviously, I have a to-do list, but my memory works like it's a constant refresher of all the important things that I need to get done. But stuff like, I don't know, where I've put items or things that I've done in previous years, I never remember them ever, because I usually always write those things down, or I'll put them into like my phone, or I'll make like a Google Calendar, or I'll have a way of finding those things very quickly, because like I'm good at having my books with me that I've written down this information, and then going back at a specific spot in one of those books and finding exactly where I organized it. Or I'm really good at finding it on like my phone, or what I don't know if you use it, but Google Keep, it's so helpful. I have records from like 2017 Haunted Cormiers, which like I still use, because I'll just open up a Google Keep. I know that I've written something in there about a specific topic, but I can't remember what the hell I saved it as. So like I'll start searching. It'll come up, so easy to find, and I'm like, wow, it just blew my mind, because I didn't know I wrote this down.
Yeah, I'm totally opposite. Like, we're in 160 stores, and I can tell you every manager's name. I can tell you exactly how the store looks. Like, when you go on tasting, I can tell you that. And I can tell you everything about the tanks. Like, employees that work with me, they'll be, like, astonished by the stuff that's in my head.
Yeah.
They'll ask me, like, oh, who's the manager's name? I'm like, Mary. And they're like, what the hell? How did you know that?
That's insane.
Yeah. So, I don't know why that is. I guess it just really matters to me. Yeah. We talked about this. I remember everything in a movie, whereas one second time you watch a movie is brand new.
Well, I don't remember shit.
So I remember every single thing in a movie. I'll be like, this is going to happen next. This is exactly what the person's going to say.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. So, that's how my memory works.
I don't even remember. I know I watched Lion King like a month ago with fiance Mampi, but I don't remember how it ends. I swear I'm sitting here trying to think about how it ends. I know like Mufasa and him didn't fight, but I have no clue how it ends. I cannot give you the detail. And if someone reminds me, I feel like I just
don't throw spoilers. Good, you're never gonna spoil it for anybody.
That's so true. That's so true. Okay. Anyway, so what else are you doing besides production today?
That's it. That's the main task. There's nothing else.
My day is massive today, so I got everything going on in regards to haunted and fall. That's probably one of my biggest things. But one thing that's really important for me today is to do the Facebook ads. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because I think that it's getting harder and harder and harder to gain more attention on Facebook, Instagram, and social media to sell the business, because a lot of more people have become aware about it in the past year, especially in the past year. Because I feel like Facebook and Instagram has become to its pretty close to his maturity curve, because of main reason I'm saying that is Facebook ads, and also engagement right now on our own page is not like how it used to be in the past with everyone on like on our organic feed. It's not like how it used to be, because like now if you go back, you can't see, all you can see is who has liked the post. You can never tell how many people have actually liked it. You know what I mean? Even if you're a business, you can't go to someone else's page and on Instagram and see if someone's liked it or not, or how many people have liked that person's post. You can only say who's liked it, and you can see like mutual people who've liked it. And that was Instagram and Facebook's rollout of them saying, we don't want to provide people the ability to see how many likes a certain photo has unless it's not your own photo. So you really have to spend a lot of time with every single post to care about it for it to really excel and be a part of, be engaged well and be perceived well amongst the community. So that's what I've been noticing.
That's true.
So Facebook ads are getting really hard, but yeah. I think that's a good thing as well, because now it's going to separate them. It's going to help the marketplace become more. It's going to thin it out. People are going to get better at doing it, and other people are going to get shittier at doing it. That's it.
Yeah,
like for example, I put $1,000 in our Facebook ads for 1 week of Haunted Gourmet's promotion, and the way that I did it through Facebook Ads Manager. And if you go through that and you can be really specific, and you put that over multiple different types of ads. So I put over eight different ads, $1,000, and only one of them is doing really well. The other ones are not doing well, because what it's literally trying to tell me is that ad is not relevant, or that picture or that content that you created is not relevant to this cohort that you're trying to push it against. And that is, now I have to go back and see why that one is and why the others aren't, and figure out a pattern and retry it to where the other ones have been improved and are doing just as good. And that's gonna take a lot. It took me probably 2 hours just to set that up and organize all of that, but now it's gonna take me another 2 hours just to figure out what's going on. And say if I don't do it now, and I let it be, and I just move on, and I try something else, I just give up on it, it's gonna reduce the attention towards the Haunted Gourmets in general, and a reduction towards attention means that it's on less people's mind. Less people will make plans to come out, less tickets will sell. Right? Yeah. So that's essentially, I'm just showing you the processes there of how or why Facebook ads are so important, and I'm just giving you an understanding of where I think that it is in the current market space. I think it's pretty...
Yeah. No, when I go on Facebook, sometimes or Instagram, I cringe.
Why?
Because everybody's picture looks amazing.
Mm.
And it's like, how much time did you spend on that picture to make it look really nice?
Yeah.
And it doesn't look authentic anymore.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look nice. I don't really go on Instagram anymore because of that. What I also don't like about Instagram is like when you go to the search bar, YouTube is really bad with this too, but it's everything that you already like, and then you end up going down that same path. You don't find new things. That's why I get sick of YouTube. I get sick of Instagram, because they have that algorithm where when you search something up,
it shows you more of that, and it gets annoying. And like when you search things in the search bar, it kind of makes you search more of the stuff that you like. Yeah, but do you know why that is?
It's just because people want more of the stuff they like.
Yeah.
And like the average consumer is like, they want to consume more and more and more, but I feel like eventually they're gonna get sick of that, and they're gonna have to change their algorithm.
Yeah, but have you thought about, like, say if Facebook or Instagram never showed you more of what you like and just showed you a timeline feed like how Instagram used to be, people could take advantage of it by just saying they want to get something across to people at 6 a.m. in the morning. They could post like 10 times right at 5:45, you know, and it'd be just a timeline of people seeing, right? Opposed to where now if you post something now...
Well, Instagram is like that anyways. But if you post 3 times, that post goes on the timeline right away.
No, it does not.
Yeah, it does.
No, it does not.
Yeah, it does.
It goes into your timeline, in your feed, but that's not how... into yours, but that's not how people use Instagram. People don't go, okay, what's Gaurav been up to today? Let me go to his Instagram.
No, they don't go to the Instagram. They go on their own feed.
Yeah.
Right? On that feed, if you post enough times and that person has engaged with you in the past, those posts are going to show up on their feed.
Key point is just saying if that person has engaged with you in the past. That's what I'm trying to get across.
No, exactly.
Yeah, but before, what
if you have 500 followers,
what people used to do is that you post once and it show up. You post at 6:45 in the morning. It show on the feed for everyone, all of your followers at 6:45.
I know.
Yeah, but now that's not what happens.
That's why
now
you
when
put out more content.
now when you post at 6:45, at 7:55, and at 9:55, it may show up for that person different times in the day, or it may show up for that person 3 days away from now. It may show up for the person right away, depending on how much you've actually engaged, how that person has engaged with your own page. It's all based off of consumer behavior and that machine learning or the algorithm learning of what that person likes to see and showing that person more of it. Because if they didn't, people would take advantage of the system and Instagram and Facebook would lose its value. This way, it's more sustainable because it shows you more of what you like over a longer period of time.
Yeah, but okay. Neil deGrasse Tyson made this point. If he goes into a wine shop, right, and the wine person recommends the wine that he's going to like, he might not stumble across the 3 wines that he wanted to buy. He might just walk away with that one wine.
Okay.
So, when you pick what you like naturally, you're more inclined to consume that.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So when you keep the same information gets thrown to you over and over and over again, it gets old and it gets stale. So how is that going to be refreshed?
Like different shit.
Like different shit, but you're going to be given the same content over and over and over again.
It's continuous same feedback.
Like when I go to YouTube, I purposely don't click on the things that I've watched before. Like, okay, like I'm into basketball, so it'll be like Steph Curry. Then I'll see some random thing like Joe Rogan. Then I'll start watching Joe Rogan. Then it'll be like Joe Rogan. And then I'll see like Sidney Crosby. I'll watch Sidney Crosby. That type of thing. So like, it's getting annoying to that point. Things are getting stale. So, yeah. That's my 2 cents. As a consumer.
I don't know. It's just like on one hand, are you thinking that customers, it's bad for the customers, or on one hand, do you think that it's good for the customer?
I feel like the customers are gonna get sick of it over time.
But it's not.
They are.
Instagram's been around for how many years? 5 or 6 years.
That's not long.
In the scope of social media, it's pretty long.
It's not long.
I think it is.
Yeah. No, yeah. What are you doing today? How's the Haunted Corn Maze going?
Today's a busy day. We got today's media Friends and Family Day. It gives us the ability.
Oh, that's today, right?
Friends and family provide us the opportunity to run through the corn maze in a test trial before paying customers actually show up.
I know.
I'm not saying the friends and family aren't important for us to put on a good show, but they're getting a free ticket to come through and see things before everyone else before it's completely done, and before anybody else gets to go through. They get to see where their sons, daughters, or friends or family members are working, and it provides them an experience which is different than the actual customers. But it provides us with the opportunity to try things out before we get going here, and it's invaluable. It's like it's super valuable because it just we get to iron out all the kinks, and we're ready to go by Friday. We did it last year. For the first year, and it was awesome. We didn't do it the year before, but doing it last year, it of course, so if you have media show up, it's awesome because they put it on social media and they tell everybody else. But I'm not super concerned about that because what we're doing is we're offering media still an opportunity to come to the Haunted Corn Maze as they please on different nights throughout the Haunted Corn Maze, and then because a lot of them are coming out of town, they're getting hooked up with cars to come with for free from Destination.
Cars?
Yeah, cars. Like they get a day pass for a car rental.
Interesting.
To come out. So that's
It's like rideshare.
no, it's just like you get a free rental.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's sick. So that's the kind of clout you get when you have a big following. So it's pretty sick, pretty dope.
Yeah.
So yeah, those people are coming. It should be awesome, and we're gonna start that around 7 o'clock tonight, and hopefully be done by 9 o'clock. Customers are first gonna go through, or friends and family are first gonna go through Haunted, and then they're gonna go through Pitch Black, and Haunted Corn Maze and Pitch Black is
I'm
better than it's ever been before.
I never get scared from the Haunted Corn Maze, but I'm genuinely scared with Pitch Black.
Why?
I don't know why. It's just that mystery. Because, like, I grew up with the Haunted Corn Maze. Like, I was in there scaring people, too. So I know it's, like, sure, you have the haunted houses and stuff.
Yeah.
But I know it's a gimmick. Like, not a gimmick, but I know there's actors, like, live actors. With Pitch Black, there's that disconnection. It's like you don't know.
You feel like you're a customer.
I feel like I'm a customer.
You haven't even walked through it.
I know.
You don't even know where it is.
I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm the type of person that wants to go watch a movie without seeing the trailer.
Are you gonna go do Friends and Family?
Yeah, I'm gonna go do Friends and Family. I'm excited for Pitch Black. I feel like it's gonna be hype.
It should be awesome.
I was talking to Noah and Saul. They're like, it's so scary. I'm like, I never heard them say that before.
It's completely different.
So it's crazy.
There's touch involved.
It's a touch haunt. Yeah.
Touch is
it's shoulder up, knee down, right?
That's right. It's the first time the touch has been involved in a haunt, I think, in BC. Probably in a lot of Canada, to be honest. And I know a lot of haunts do it in the States, but in Canada, I'm pretty sure it's pretty something new. But it's one of the first ones in BC, and we're bringing it to you here at Mad Farm. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, no, I've done a lot of tastings in Vancouver, Coquitlam lately. Everybody knows about it.
Yeah, it's sick.
Everybody knows about Haunted. It's pretty cool.
Ticket sales are booming more than last year. Attendance should be awesome. We are way more organized this year opposed to last year, opposed to just building shit and then asking for forgiveness afterwards from the city. This year we actually built shit and applied for permits and did all of our electrical permitting,
Very good.
along with all technical BC safety
Still remember that slide.
code of conduct on the right timeline in regards to getting it all approved. We went through our second city inspection yesterday, which is always very stressful because you're dealing with like fire, bylaw officers, electrical, air, engineering, all at the same time, and they all have different questions, and there's different things you can and can't do in an agricultural farm setting, and that's why you have to come prepared to those meetings and anticipate all the questions that everyone's gonna have and have answers for them ready to go. There's no use in applying for a permit or dealing with a city if you don't know that the outcome is going to be yes. Because why would you? Because they provide you with all the rules and guidelines online of what you're allowed and what you're not allowed to do. So as long as if you're read up on all of it and you come prepared and do your homework, you can come to that session and walk out with straight A's. And that's what we did. That
was a win.
That's a win, buddy.
That's a big win. No bullshit during the haunt.
No more bullshit.
Last year was freaking stressful for a little bit there.
I'm sure we're gonna have it. I'm sure we're gonna have some problems this year as well, but
yeah,
I don't think so. And insurance is awesome. They approved all of the waivers. They approved all of the descriptions for touch, saying that these guidelines, the description of how you teach your actors and how they interact with the customers is underneath our policy, and you guys will be covered 100%. So that was freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Today we are finalizing some of the last touches of lighting, video, audio, and just customer flow. Putting the fencing up, and that should be a challenge because boys are going to payday. To payday today as well, so they're gonna take 4 hours off at I think they'll leave at 2, come back for 6, and everyone should show up at 7. And by then they should be ready to go. But before 2 o'clock, we're gonna get everything done. So it's we're sitting here. What time is it now? 7:40. I think we could allot for another 15 minutes.
And allot for another 15 minutes.
and then get out of here.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what I'm excited for in the wine.
What's that?
November and December.
Why?
So we're gearing up for November and December because that's the busiest time of year. After Remembrance Day, everybody starts thinking about Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas comes with gifts and holiday parties, and you want people to walk away with your wine for those holiday parties and for Christmas. In the month of December, November 24th to December 28th, is all of our SKUs, so all of our products are going to be $2 off for liquor stores and $3 off for the Blueberry Table wine. We tried this out in July. It worked amazing. We had stores order 30 cases. We had stores order 20 cases. We had stores order 15 cases. So that attention in the liquor store was ours. Because we had that display up front, and they were thinking about our wine. Yesterday I went to Otter Culp Liquor Store, and the guy told me, for BC wine, one of your wines was, the top seller. So that was sick. Because we had that attention, and we did tastings, at least 3 times a month. And people walked away with our wine, our blackberry wine. So that worked really well. We're talking to this company called Original Fusion, and we want to possibly do an ad with Global TV to get that attention in the morning, to get that awareness.
Radio?
No, with the TV. The morning show, Global TV, where they do that promotion. So I want to go on there and do a wine tasting. And I feel like that's going to increase awareness. I don't know how much it's going to cost. If it costs too much, it's not worth it. But it's hard to build that buzz because no one's coming. There's no draw to the winery for an event. You're trying to get people to buy your wine at liquor stores, so you can't do giant events for each liquor store and make it viable. So I want to for the whole BC, I want people to know about our wine. So I'm trying to do that. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I just want to try it out. So I feel like it's worth the risk. Yeah, I'm excited for November, December. Last year how much? We sold close to 50% of our wine sales in November and December.
So what are your tactics in selling wine in November and December? So you mentioned a couple of things.
Very simple.
Hold on. You mentioned a couple of things. One was that you're gonna have a discount on your wine.
Yeah.
So hopefully that your wine gets placed in the front of liquor stores. And
not hopefully.
Why you're making an agreement with?
Yeah, you're making an agreement with the liquor store. It's not. I'm not shooting blind. No.
So you're saying, listen, we're doing $2 off each bottle.
Yeah.
And then because of that, we require.
No, we ask. I go there, have the conversation with the liquor store, and we have that agreement face to face. So they're like, yeah, sure, we'll do it. And some stores will be like, no. I'm like, that's fine.
We're not gonna do a discount.
No, we give them discount still. You want that wine to be discounted because people are going to buy yours versus another one. Regardless. That's the whole point. It's market penetration.
Yeah, but that's great. That's then if you're comfortable with that, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing is you're losing money off of every single bottle of SKU, and that purchase, that first purchase, right, for that time period. Obviously later on you'll pick it back up, and hopefully your goal is to create a long-term customer.
Exactly.
And that should be coupled with some sort of give and take relationship with the actual retailer, because that person's getting the benefit, right? We're losing, the person's gaining. The employer.
Not necessarily. It's $51.49.
Well, yeah, but that's not true too.
Right? Right? It's long term. You can't. You don't win short term. You win long term. You create that relationship with that customer, that liquor store. They'll be started putting your wine on display without sales.
Yeah.
Some stores did that last year. It didn't go as well with a discount. So
why not?
Just because with the discount you sell more products.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Gotcha. And so what's next thing? You want to go online onto some TV thing?
Global TV.
Yeah, Global TV.
It's the most watched segment in TV.
You know what? I love how you sit here and talk about how you want to market the wine, but you don't even post it on Instagram. How's that call out? I love how you're like, we have to spend time and money on creating ads for Instagram. Why are you not posting this? Why are you not helping me do this? Why have you not created this?
I haven't told you
No,
that
but you used to, buddy. You used to. I know you haven't.
I used to.
I know you haven't. Now you know.
What do you mean?
Now
Now I
you
know.
know.
Now I know what.
That is not. It's way harder than it looks.
No, I never said that.
Well, I'm just telling you right now.
I respect what you do. You do a good job.
All I'm telling you right
do a
now.
good job.
All I'm telling you right now is that I've just opened up your damn Instagram. Your last post was September 14th.
Yeah.
And your one before this is a shocker one. I'm pretty sure. This is a real good one.
I did 3 posts on September 14th.
I know. You took 2 days to post 3 times,
I posted 3 times.
But before those 3 posts, I want you to know when the last post was. Just guess.
Raspberry table is right before July.
August 15th.
What was it?
1 month before that. It was tips on how to pour wine to full glass.
Oh, really?
Swipe. Make sure the glass is full. That was actually a good post. Yeah, right? I liked it. It's funny. You got 41 likes. What's the problem with that? You got a couple engagement on there. But slacking. Zero consistency. This is not the tortoise. This is about the hair. Not about the hair. It's about the tortoise. Butcher that. But you should post something consistently. How can you sit there and you want to spend all this money on going on Global TV News when you're not even posting on Instagram on a daily basis? You want all these returns. People said, "Oh wow, good job! You're selling a lot of wine." You say, "Oh, I'm not selling enough." Well, why don't you post more often then?
Sure.
Why are you saying sure?
What are we gonna post about? It's just information.
Here come the excuses. Tell me more.
It's not excuses.
What are you posting about? You can make a video of you saying, "Hey guys, this is how I start my day." Oh look, I woke up this early today and I'm the winemaker. Oh, I was working late last night. I wear these glasses because wine always hits my face. You can post about the dumbest things. You're the one that just sat there and provided us all this knowledge right now and wisdom on why Instagram the way it is, and you feel like it shows that you have all this insight.
It's from consumer basis.
Exactly. So you feel like you have a good understanding of what the consumers are looking to see. So why don't you just post more of that? I get excited when I get to call people out on these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason I can call people out is because I put the work in. I know, but listen, I haven't been posting 3 times a day either. I've been posting 2 times a day.
Why are you slacking?
It's trash. It's horrible. I wish I was posting 3 times a day every single day. I haven't lost out of that routine in July, the end of July, because the Sunflower Festival got so busy. But then now I'm getting back on the train. Getting back. It doesn't matter what time of day it is, what's going on. If you feel like it's not the right time, just post. Because putting a post out there is better than not posting at all.
Yeah.
That's the number 1 advice. Just post. Doesn't matter what kind of post you have, whatever it is, just do it.
No, you know what? I have a question for you. You and Jason. For fruit wine, where do you guys think the biggest market is?
Online.
No. Like, area-wise, like in BC. Which region?
Kelowna.
No.
Okay.
The higher you go, the more wine sells. More liquor stores and not selling wine is not the right way to go. Vancouver has like 25 liquor stores. Our wine used to be in like 15 of those stores. Now it's only like 5. Because the wine was not selling there organically. So our wine sells more the higher you go in BC. Like, it sells really well in Nanaimo. We just got into Courtney, Campbell River. It's going to sell really well there. I called up a store in Williams Lake, and they're like, this is the best fruit wine market. Like, we sell so much fruit wine here. So that's something you can learn over time. When I first started the wining, I'm like, let's go to Vancouver. We're going to sell so much there.
Yeah,
and then
why?
it slaps you in the
Why?
face. Because Vancouver, I talked to the head buyer of Jack's, and she said the same thing as me. She's like, fruit wine, the best market is going up like this, like when you go up the BC, like this. And I'm like, I thought Vancouver's gonna be huge. She's like, you know why it's not huge? Because like there's snobby wine drinkers there. They don't want to try fruit wine. They don't like fruit wine. That's why it doesn't sell in Vancouver. It'll sell in Vancouver farmers markets because you get those hipsters that want to try new things and sample local products. But when you're in a liquor store, people don't want to try new things. And people have had bad experience with fruit wines because 15, 20 years ago, there was really bad fruit wine on the market. And it's never lost that stigma. That's why you have to do more and more wine tastings to educate customers.
You know what you need to do? And you should stop literally every single thing else that you're doing for marketing and just do this. First off, you should post every single day, okay? Multiple times a day. That's number one on your list.
I don't do any marketing.
That's the first thing you should do. You said you want to sell more wine? You do sales? You should post every single day.
No, we're going to get...
Okay, first, no, hold on.
Continue.
Number two, you should DM 20 people a day. 10 people a day. And the right people in the right areas for product placement, influencer marketing. That's a number two thing that you should do. It's the most time-consuming thing you could do with your life. Literally. However, the quality, if you get quality posts out of it, the return can be so high. Because you should think about, okay, Jason's an influencer. Say Jason's an influencer. Jason, how you sitting here? He's an influencer in his industry of podcasts. And say this mic company reaches out to Jason. Jason knows all of his podcast buddies that do podcasts. Jason knows maybe some people that he used to work with in Vegas that are looking to purchase mics. And he does a couple of posts on his Instagram. And because he's referring those mics, it's like word of mouth on a mass distribution scale. Okay? You have to find someone who is not super big, because when you get really, really big, your ads start losing, like the posts start losing value, and it just becomes like numbers. You have to find someone who is known in the local community, engages well with comments, cares about the people that they're partnering with by posting it on their stories and actually researching that product. And because if people have answers about Jason's mic, hey Jason, how did you learn that, like that mic, or what did you like about it? And Jason spends time to actually reply to people's comments inside the comment section in that post. Those people will be more inclined to further pursue purchasing that mic. So that's just an example. So if you find someone within Vancouver that lives there and actually drinks wine on a regular basis, that goes to liquor stores and purchases wine on a regular basis, but you say to them, hey Sally, I want to pay you, or I want you to take this wine and post it on Instagram, but I want you to show on your Instagram stories your buying behavior of going to that liquor store, finding that wine on the shelves, purchasing it, and then opening it up and doing an unboxing. That will speak volumes for that local community within that area, where that one ad may reach 100, 10, 20, or even 5 quality new customers, because they'll learn that whatever local liquor store on Homer Street or Robson Street has your wine. So that's the number 2 thing that I think you should do. But number 1, you should post, and because that's the easiest thing for you to do right now. After we've done this, is take 10 minutes to post. Because I'm gonna do it. I'm already thinking about what to post.
What are we?
And you wanna know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna download all my posts for that day already. And I'm already have them ready to go. Right when I know my first one, I'm gonna pick 2 and 3, download it to my phone, and then when it's time to post for the other one, I already have it accessible. There's no barriers to entry.
Do we start the IG page for MFers?
Not yet. We need to talk about
First off, let's stay on the wine page here, buddy. First, before you start talking about that one, you post every single day for 1 week straight.
Okay. While you're here, I need access to the back end of the website.
What do you need to do?
Just they need to back access to the website, and
And do what?
They'll incorporate e-commerce with the website.
But how are they gonna do it?
I don't
Do
know.
Shopify?
No, they want to do it through WooCommerce.
No, tell them Shopify.
Mir, our website is WordPress. WordPress and WooCommerce are more compatible than Shopify.
Shopify still works with WordPress. I know it's harder, but it still works. So if someone says he's more compatible, it doesn't mean that it's better.
Why do you like Shopify so much?
Because the distribution channels are so much easier to access.
What does that mean?
That you can post tags on Instagram for the wine directly into Instagram. People can interact with that and do sales right through Instagram.
Why can't you do it through WooCommerce?
Because it doesn't provide you with that option.
Have you tried it?
Yes. Explain this to you multiple times.
I feel like that's a miscon. I don't know. We'll find out. But they can do both. They can do WooCommerce or Shopify. But we need access to the website so we can get a quote. So I need access for the website. I want to get the expedited because November and December are coming up.
Yep.
And you want to sell that wine a lot.
How are you gonna ship it?
We can figure that shit out. I've been shipping wine to liquor stores.
Yeah, well, how you
I have
shipping
3
to
ways to do it right now. I can figure out another way.
How are you gonna ship it to people? Say if you want there's one bottle of wine.
You can ship it residential.
So how much is it gonna cost?
It might cost too much. What might we'll do a minimum. What we're gonna do?
51.45.
Exactly. Remember the freaking Christmas thing you did?
You should do that.
You were driving to freaking Langley in freaking middle of the night,
Do it again.
dropping off one bottle of
Do
wine.
it again.
There was a random person in the middle of July that went down there and bought a bottle.
Why don't you just skip the dishes for wine? I know the location isn't correct, but why don't you pick a different location then?
We're to the house.
Yeah, figure out how to do that. Put that on there and put man farms, and ship it from the house.
We can try. We can try. It doesn't matter. You get off topic. We need e-commerce. E-commerce, we're gonna have a minimum purchase of 6 to 12 bottles, so that'll cover the shipping cost.
Oh, jeez.
Or we'll get people to pay for the shipping cost.
Or you should just do free shipping. Because that's what people want.
That's what people want. Yeah, this guy thinks he's Gary Vee. He has the buy. This guy thinks he has the buying
That's
power.
what people want.
He has the buying power of Wine Library.
People want free shipping.
I know they want free shipping.
So give it to them.
6149.
This is the bank account, right? It's gonna look this.
But listen, we've already done it where people can purchase their wine online and it shows up to their doorstep.
Yeah, we can.
So why don't you just do that?
We can try it. One thing I was thinking for like the last weekend or last 3 weekends of December, we can do free shipping just for those weekends.
Yeah. So all I'm saying, pick the top holiday times. Figure out. Go back into your statistics from last year and figure out the top 10 days that you've sold the most wine in December, November.
Jason, question for you: do you go to Christmas parties?
Yes.
How many Christmas parties do you go to in December?
2.
2? Which weekends?
I would say like the second week
Yep.
and the week of Christmas, like that weekend or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah. No, that's what it usually is. So like those weeks, we need to be free shipping.
I feel like the first week of December is like everybody's prepping and gaming
Yeah.
towards those weeks.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true. Everybody starts thinking about Christmas after Remembrance Day.
Yeah.
I had a guy come in. He bought 2 bottles of wine. He said, "I'm shipping this to my daughter. He's from Florida." He's like, "Every place I go to, I bought a bottle of wine, and it's gonna be for a Christmas gift." Yeah, the reason why there's competitors that are selling more wine through retail is because they have larger tasting rooms. That's a big thing. So,
That's really high expense
no, it's not. High expense how?
compared to the other things that you could do right off the bat.
Like what?
Post on Instagram every single day.
We're talking about Christmas market specifically.
You're talking about sales specifically.
At Christmas market.
You're talking about sales.
Yes.
You said the reason why other people are selling more wine is because they have bigger wine tasting rooms. So essentially what you're saying is that you like to have a bigger wine tasting room. So what you're saying is that you like to
No,
put
okay,
in
let me
$30,000 into a wine tasting area to make it larger, just to say, or take 5,000, just to give a devil's advocate
It's gonna
here.
be 50,000.
Opposed to spending $50,000 of your time and money on free shipping.
Free shipping is not gonna sell the product.
You could spend, yeah, you would.
No.
Sure it would.
No.
Yeah, because what if you have, maybe the way that you have purchasing power to provide free shipping to customers and actually make it viable for you, is after volume through the shipping distributor. And so once you get volume, then the shipping distributor is like, okay, you've hit that threshold to where you're getting enough orders and you're going to the same vicinities. It's making it really easy for me to go ship my wine. I will ship your wine for $2 a bottle opposed to 15. Dun dun dun. Right?
Okay.
So I'm just saying, man, if you're thinking about investing a lot of time and money into wine tasting, just know that the foundational things should get taken care of as well. And that starts with your advertising and your marketing spend and doing it. It just really annoys me when people are like, man, why they're not spending the time and effort to communicate with their customers via Instagram and Facebook when it's so easy to do. Alright guys, thank you for listening to another episode number 20. Hope you guys have a beautiful day. Happy we started off in the morning. We're not happy to get back to work. We'll talk to you guys at episode number 21.
21. What's 10 plus 9? 21.
See you later, guys.